have been working a little bit more with succulents, and I'm finding that they are not quite liking the dirt that I use. So I looked at Lowe's, and the soil, the bagged soil they have, doesn't really look like what they need, so I'm gonna make my own. I have a bucket of dried coffee grounds that we just keep for gardening or whatever, and then these are actually little fine sand packets left over from a craft, and also a little bag of stones left over from a craft. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut open these little sand packets. This is fine sand like you would find not on the beach. It's not, ooh, dusty. I didn't think about that. I might just spill it up everywhere. So we've got the sand, 2 sand packets in there. The hot water. I wonder if I should save that sand. Anyway, I'm putting it in a smaller ice cream bucket. I want to make sure that what I make is a good consistency. I'll grab this leftover scoop from protein powder and start putting coffee grounds in here. So we have coffee grounds, fine sand, and some gravel. I think I'm gonna have to put more gravel in it. There's 4 good scoops. Let's do 5 scoops of coffee grounds. Now I'm gonna get more gravel and have more gravel. So I figure since they're kind of used to living in the dirt that I have in my backyard, I just went through and broke them all up today. And I'm going to put that in there with it so it has my dirt, which is kind of like a sand. And it has things like leaves and chunks of wood and some rocks from the ground in it. And it's good to have rocks in it. So there's that. And there's more of my dirt. More of my dirt. Come on. Yeah, this is part of the problem with putting them in dirt in things that aren't very shallow. Not shallow. I want it to be tall. I guess if I want something tall, I would have to do, a moment. The tall pot with the little pot in the top of it. Not quite looking like that, but idea. Okay. Here's my big scoop, and I'm gonna mix that all up. And I still have that extra bit of sand just in case. Okay. I went out in my garden area, my garden bin, and got some little planters that have holes in the bottom. I wanted to have them be in cute little bowls and stuff, but they need aeration. They need to not be sitting in there wet. So beef tomatoes. If this works out well, maybe I'll paint these. Or use washi tape. We have a lot of washi tape. I could decorate them with fluffy too. Sure they're nice and clean. This one has a self-watering area on the bottom, so it really can't get too wet or it'll go all over the place. I got this. Oh, my mom gave us a gift, a plant, and it died. I didn't know how to take care of it. I also have this. One of my kids made this. Succulents do like terracotta, so. Painted terracotta pot for one of my daughters. And because they have holes in the bottom, this little plastic tray to put under them, because obviously I don't have a lot of them on my table. Here is the bucket of good stuff that I made. I'm just going to like this. I'm going to scoop some of this into the terracotta bowl. I'm going to scoop some of it into a little one. Because I want this to look cute. Like that matters, right? But I mean succulents, they're adorable. Okay. Here's one. Keep it in there. Yeah, I definitely have to make more of this. I'll just dump the rest of it in here, I think. Well, that smells good. The dried coffee. Yeah, I'll definitely need to make more. That's what I have to start with. See how this works. Here is the end result. I have, basically they're all potted. Even the ones that are brand new, they were drying their roots, these two. And this one's new too, but it's doing a little better, I think, than those two were. They had a lot of root. Not sure what you fell off. You can join the little area of propagating. But this is cool. I ended up having all my golems, all my little golems in one area. I started with this one and then I branched off to this one, and now it has its own pot, and 2 pieces that fell off of this one now have their own little pots. I noticed this one, it was getting a little too, it was starting to get that little, this looks really full of wetness. So I'm kind of glad that it affected this piece and not the growing baby. So when this piece isn't so wet anymore, it will shrink up and fall off like this one did. So this one's on its own now. I separated these because they were big enough to have their own pots. And everything is looking good. I'm going to not water them for the rest of the week. And then this weekend, give them a good soaking and see how this dirt works out. But this one is a self-watering pot, so if I want to, I can just put water in the bottom here. We'll see. But I think we're on the right track. Happy gardening.